Rectangular frames get a lot of hate from me, and I think it's fair because it can be one of the most boring eyewear looks. But it doesn't have to be that way, and in today's video I've got 5 of the world's very best rectangular frames. I'm going to be showcasing each of them and explaining which one might be right for you. So hi, I'm Robert, Style and Vision Consultant here at the Spectacle Factory, and it's my job to pair you with your perfect pair of glasses. And for a lot of people, they feel comfortable with a rectangular frame. But more than that, rectangular can give a more formal, a more business-like look, and it can be pretty stylish if done right, and that's the crucial part. So today we're going to be looking at rectangular frames that are done right. I've got options that are fun, classic, minimalistic, and budget-friendly as well. So sit back and relax, and here are 5 of the world's best rectangular glasses. We're going to start with the LA Eyeworks Barlow, which is done in their amazing permafrost colorway. And with this frame, it's all about that color. Crystal has been done to death, and there are so many brands out there that make crystal glasses, but none of them make a crystal like this because it has that streak of blue through the center of the frame. And that stops this from being a boring rectangular pair of glasses. It's the coloration that is really special. Although having said that, the quality of LA Eyeworks is particularly special as well. I rated them earlier this year as the world's best acetate frames. Each pair is handmade in Japan. They're simplistically finished, but perfectly finished. There's not a blemish anywhere in sight, and the softness of acetate that they use and the quality of acetate that they use is not only built to stand the test of time, but is amazingly comfortable and soft on the skin as well. The Barlow is a very unassuming shape, but not an unassuming color, and that's what makes this frame so fun and exuberant. But not everyone wants fun, and some people want a more classic, more formal, more serious look. And that is where the Masanaga 100 comes in. Truly one of the most legendary and one of the best rectangular frames ever created. And this frame has acquired a bit of a cult following because it just gets all the proportions right, with the exception for me of the bridge. Now, for a lot of people with, I guess, a regular sized nose or a smaller nose, this is going to work fine for them. But if you do have a larger nose, I would tend to avoid this model. Because as you can see on me, it sits slightly high, and that's just because of the bridge fit. But leaving that aside, every other aspect of this frame is quite simply perfect. Again, handmade in Japan, just like LA Eyeworks. Masanaga are impeccable quality as well. Where LA Eyeworks win overall is in their use of colors, but if you're going for a simple black acetate frame, there is literally nothing better than this. The way the frame is contoured along the brow line, the incredible, 7-barrel hinge, I mean, that is going to withstand pretty much any abuse that you give them. This frame definitely gives a bolder look, and one that has a lot of presence in the sense that when you wear this frame, you can speak with authority. At least people will assume that you have authority because it has that very business-like, very confident aura to it. So in a workplace setting, I think this is literally one of the best glasses you can buy. Not just one of the best rectangular frames, but one of the best overall. And I do like the fact that it is not just a basic rectangle like the Barlow was. In this case, the frame is tapered in slightly towards the bottom, and I think that gives it extra style as well. And just overall, I love this pair of glasses. It's one of the best examples of a specific frame shape that you can find anywhere. But not everyone wants to go so bold. And if you prefer glasses that are more minimalistic, then Reykjavik Eyes have got you covered. As many of you know by now, this is pretty much my go-to brand to recommend to people. Why? Because they are the world's most comfortable and most durable glasses. But I think the Ricard, which you see here, is particularly stylish as well. This is actually a pair of glasses that I wear myself in my own eyewear wardrobe, and it is one of the pairs that I wear the very most, because it is not, by any stretch of the imagination, a boring rectangular frame. Yes, it's minimalistic, yes, it's understated, but everything else about this frame screams character. And I would argue that even the minimalism of it is part of the character. Reykjavik Eyes frames are designed in Iceland, made in Italy, and that Scandinavian philosophy of simplicity and beautiful functionality really does carry through to the Ricard. But we have some touches of style as well. We've got the double bridge, which is very close together. That makes it a lot more wearable than most double bridge frames. We've got the green colorway that at first glance, most people don't even notice is green, but it does give them a point of difference than just regular pair of black frames. And then finally, you'll notice that under close inspection, the shape is actually quite interesting as well. It has these little angles in the corners that just gives it that extra little bit of difference and interest and intrigue. So different than any other frames in the world. And especially when you hand them to them and say, feel my glasses, that is where they will be amazed, because these frames weigh virtually nothing. And that is one of the reasons why they are so comfortable. But some people want to go even more minimalistic than that. And for a lot of people, they prefer rimless glasses. And rimless glasses can be stylish too. One of the best rimless frames that you can buy is the Porsche Design Liquid Titanium series. In this example, we see a rectangular shape. Of course, that's customizable, but if you want a rectangular rimless frame, you could equally go with the stock lens shape. And in this case, we've got a metallic blue bridge and temples with silver nose pads for contrast. And the iconic elements of Porsche Design's Liquid Titanium series are those pure flowing metal nose pads, which are actually integrated into the bridge, so they're not a separate part. And I think that is a really cool design element. Not only is it cool though, it actually feels really nice to wear. These frames might look quite sharp and uncomfortable. I would get why you would think that. But actually when you wear them, you just have a reassuring cold feel of the titanium against your nose. But these frames, again, like the 100, give a very business-like look. I chose this color specifically because it stops them being too ordinary, and the blue sets them off a little bit and gives them that little bit of something to make them look like a more interesting and stylish pair of glasses. But aside from that, they're pretty formal and would go excellently with a suit. And finally, if you want a rectangular frame that is super affordable, trust me, stop looking now because no one does it better than Gas. And that's true in a lot of categories, but the Not Common, which is one of their quintessential styles, is not only super inexpensive, we're talking like less than $200. Even if this was the same price as the others, it's arguably as or more stylish, and that is the beauty of Gast as a brand. Designed in Milan by Matteo Gastaldo, he's done an awesome job on the styling, but he's also done a magnificent job on the manufacturing of these frames. They are produced in China, which is what helps to keep the cost low. We have pretty thick acetate, and they feel, again, very solid. They don't quite feel as comfortable as the LAI Works or the Masanagi. You wouldn't expect that. I mean, these are less than a quarter of the price of those two brands. You just wouldn't expect that level of comfort, but they're not uncomfortable either. I have a pair of Gas glasses. I enjoy wearing them. I personally wouldn't want to wear them every single day, but I guess I'm spoiled because I'm used to things like Reykjavik eyes, which, you know, are the opposite end of the spectrum, the very best of the best in comfort. The Not Common comes in a variety of colors, but the caramel is, in my opinion, Gas' best acetate color. It looks so sumptuous. It looks, you know, edible almost. And on the face, it's quite soft compared to a black acetate as well, while still not being quite as really almost invisible as a crystal acetate frame can be. So it really treads that line very, very well. And the Not Common also has a really nice lens shape. I particularly like the dipped bridge here. I think that gives them a really fashionable look, combined with the gold rivet details in each corner. Very elegant with typical Italian styling. If you want a bold pair of rectangular frames, you don't want to spend a lot of money, you have to go for the Not Common. It's just perfect. Those are my 5 best rectangular frames of 2024. What do you think? Which one did you like best, and which glasses did I miss from this list? I would love to know your thoughts. Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video or if you found it helpful, make sure to give us a like and subscribe for more of the best eyewear content on the internet. We've got so much more coming this year and you need to stick around, so make sure you subscribe to this channel. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks guys, bye bye.